USA property wholesaling from UK in 5 steps. All right, what's going on? What's going on? This is Ola coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. Welcome to the happy hour where we just talk about real estate, but in a more relaxed manner. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick review of how to wholesale USA properties from the UK in 5 steps. I know the internet is such a huge place right now that anyone honestly can do this kind of business from anywhere in the world, as long as you have internet and you have a decent laptop, a decent internet connection, then you absolutely can do this from anywhere in the world. And that's what I wanted to share some details about how to make that happen with you today, so that you too can, if you're from the UK or you're thinking about moving to the UK, you have this new business idea and you're not sure if it can work from out there. The answer is that it can absolutely work from out there. Okay, and you just have to have the right tools. Again, the first tool that I would definitely make sure you have is you have decent internet, and then you have a laptop. Okay, and some people would say, can I use what do you call it? Can I use a smartphone? Sure you can, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. The bigger your screen is, the better. The easier it is to get some activities done. And honestly, frankly, if you can't come up with 200 US dollars, $250 to buy a laptop for a serious business that you could get paid $10,000 on a single month, $10,000 per deal, I don't know what to tell you. Outside of maybe you should stick to having a job, right? Stick to getting a job. Definitely, I would suggest that. But aside of that, if you understand that this is a serious business, honestly, beyond that, you probably have a laptop already if you're serious enough. All right. So now, with that being said, what I can tell you is this. All right. There are 5 stages. Okay, to doing this, and maybe the last stage. The last stage is where you're gonna need somebody on ground, somebody who is on ground that can help you facilitate a few things. But like I said, you need somebody on ground. It doesn't have to be you. Keep in mind that you could literally live in the United States and wholesale a property. You could live in Delaware and wholesale a property all the way in Oregon, or in Washington State, or in California, right? It's a very big place, right? We have 50 states, right? Some states are not on the mainland, and then you have hundreds of millions of properties, right? You have 300 million people. So honestly, the business by its very nature is already virtual, right? It's already a remote business for the most part, and to the extent that honestly, even if a subject property of interest is right next door, it's actually better. It's in your best interest to treat it as remote, because you don't want to put too much energy into that. It's really a numbers game. Okay, it's really a numbers game. So I wanted to make sure that, by the way, I apologize if this video is not good. It's not good quality. We're testing something out, but hopefully it's good enough for you to enjoy the video. But anyway, so the point I'm making here is that if you're in the UK, most people I know in the UK, I have cousins in the UK, I have family in the UK. Most of them have decent enough internet. I got friends in the UK, right? So I did a whole series on this channel with a friend of mine who is in the UK, and it was perfect, right? Because of the level of internet out there. So the truth is that you can do it. Now, to round this off really quickly, there are 5 steps that really is involved, and you can see that on the screen right now. There's data, right? You have access to data as long as you have internet connection and a laptop. There is contact. All of that is done on the internet as well. Okay. There is leads. You generate leads. So you set up marketing, you set up campaigns, and you generate leads from that. Um, all of that is done online. Can I be honest with you? Most of the people that work for me live outside of the United States. Okay, that's just the honest truth. As a matter of fact, they live in more of a third world country, in the Philippines, not in the UK, not in Australia, not in Canada. Okay, and they basically run 97% of the whole operation. Okay, and I'll be very honest with you, for the most part I just show up and just record these videos. Even editing these videos, I don't do it, right? So I just wanted to give you give you a quick update on that. Now, with that being said, so the stage one data, or step one data, contact, leads, contract. And last stage, which is the deal disposition, you may need the help of somebody on ground, somebody who understands the game on ground, preferably even a licensed realtor. You pay them, and they handle a lot of the leg work that's necessary to make this happen, right? So, and they can do everything in terms of securing a good title company that's investor friendly, facilitating the whole deal, showing property if there's need to do that. By the way, it's better that a licensed agent shows the property, because of the different some regulations that may show up in certain states like Oklahoma, Ohio, and a few other places like that where there may be some regulations, right? So this is a very legal business, but there may be some regulations in maybe 2 or 3 different states, just to have that at the back of your mind. And Illinois, those 3 states right there. All right, so the business is not legal. They may just ask for there's some things that are regulated. Like, for example, you really need to avoid publicly advertising the whole property if you're not a licensed agent. So, but that's conversation for another day. But yes, you can do this business from anywhere. Okay, those are the 2 steps right there you need to figure out. And if you go to the books, you will have access to a lot more resources on how to execute on those 5 steps. As you can imagine, it is the easiest thing to do. Is it easy? Right? Well, easy is not relevant, but it's very, very simple business model. You just have to have enough desire to follow through the very simple process that I have honestly laid out for you right there.